Thanks for joining us for this thrilling game of chess. Hit that like button and subscribe to stay updated. Control of the center with d4, preparing to develop other pieces and potentially creating space for the bishop on c4.
Knight to f6.
Pawn to c4 is the best move.
I play pawn to d5 to challenge black's control of the center and prepare to develop my pieces. This move also pins black's knight on f6, putting pressure on the king's side. It's a solid choice and the queen's gambit declined, aiming to equalize the game.
I played pawn to c4 to challenge black's control of the center and prepare to develop my pieces. This move also pins black's knight on c6, putting pressure on the pawn to d5 square.
Pawn to e6.
Developing the knight to a strong central square, preparing to control the pawn to d5 square and potentially attacking black's pawn on d5, while also supporting the central pawns and preparing to develop other pieces.
Taking control of the center with dx e4, pinning black's knight on c4 and preparing to develop other pieces. This move also opens up the d-file for the rook to potentially use later.
Control of the center with f3, preparing to develop other pieces and supporting a pawn structure. This move also slightly weakens the king side, but it's a minor price to pay for the strategic advantage.
Pawn to a6.
Pawn to a4.
Pawn to c5 is best. This offers a trade.
I played bishop captures on c4 to challenge black's control of the queenside and prepare to develop the rest of my pieces. The pin on black's knight also makes it difficult for them to respond to my central pawn storm.
Knight to c6 is excellent. This develops a knight. Bishop to e7 is best. This develops a bishop.
Kingside castle is best.
Bishop to e7 is best. This develops a bishop.
Queen to c2 is the best move.
Pawn captures on d4 is best. This is a trade. This attacks the knight.
Knight captures on c6 is best. This is a trade.
Pawn captures on c6 is the best move.
Pawn captures on d4 is the best move.
Bishop to b7.
Pawn to a5 is excellent. This offers a trade. Queen to b3 is best. This defends a bishop on c4. This attacks the bishop. This move gains a tempo.
I played pawn to c5 to challenge black's central pawn structure and prepare for potential pawn breaks on the queen side. This move also pinned black's knight on c6, making it harder for them to develop their pieces.
I played queen to f4, check to put pressure on black's position and prepare for a potential fork on the king side. The pin on black's knight also makes it difficult for them to defend against the attack.
Queen to d7 is best. This offers a trade. This attacks the pawn. This blocks a check to the king with a piece. This move gains a tempo.
Queen captures on d7, check.
I played knight captures on d7 to attack black's pawn on d7, creating a potential weakness and gaining a strategic advantage. This move also pins black's knight on d7, limiting its mobility and creating a threat against black's position.
Pawn to d5 is the best move.
Pawn to e5 is an accuracy. A chance to attack a bishop with pawn to e5 was missed. The opponent can play Ardom. Knight to e5 is best. This attacks the bishop. This move gains a tempo.
Rook to d1 is best. By placing the rook on an open file, it controls important columns.
Bishop to d6.
Knight to e4.
King to e7 is best. This defends a bishop on d6.
Pawn to b4 is excellent. This offers a trade. Rook to a3 is best. This develops a rook.
Pawn captures on b4 is best.
Rook to b1.
Rook from file h to c8 is the best move.
Knight captures on d6.
King captures on d6 is the best move.
I played rook captures on b4 to gain a strong initiative and control of the queenside pawns. The pin on black's knight on pawn to c6 forces them to retreat, while the fork on their pawn on pawn to c5 threatens to capture their queen. This move sets up a strong attacking position.
Rook from file to b8 is the best move.
Rook captures on c4.
Bishop captures on d5.
Bishop to a3, check.
King to e6 is a prophylactic move to prevent black's potential knight fork on the king side. By advancing the pawn to e6, I'm also preparing to develop the rest of my pieces and control the center of the board.
Rook to c7.
Knight to f6.
I played pawn to g4 to challenge black's pawn structure and create space for my pieces to develop. The move also pins black's knight on g4, putting pressure on the king side and preparing for a potential kingside attack.
Rook to e8.
Rook to a7 is the best move.
Attacking the kingside pawn structure, pinning the black knight on g4 and preparing to launch a kingside attack. The Vienna Variation's quiet nature allows for swift development and control of the center.
Rook captures on a 6 check.
King to f5.
Attacking the black pawn on d5, creating a passed pawn on the queen side and gaining a strong initiative. The rook captures on d5 also pins the black knight on d7, making it difficult for them to defend.
Rook to b8 is a weak move, as it doesn't challenge black's pawn structure and doesn't create any threats. It's a passive move that doesn't contribute to the attack. A more aggressive move would have been preferred, such as rook to b5 or rb7, to put pressure on black's position.
Attacking the black pawn on d5, creating a potential weakness and preparing to launch a pawn storm on the queen side. This move also puts pressure on the black position, making it difficult for them to defend against the impending attack. The game is over. White wins.